So today I'm going to show you guys how to test the split second controller for the Ford Focus ST and RS. So I'm going to go step by step on how to do this. So you're going to want your R4 software installed right here. So I'll show you that again. There's your R4 software. So any test map will work. So what you want to do is turn your ignition on. Once you've had this plugged in, it can be plugged into any USB driver on your computer. Turn your ignition on. Make sure your windows roll down. Just makes it a lot easier. I'm going to move this chair over here so that way there I can see everything. Make sure you also have a long cord because it really helps. Now what we're testing for is the RPM reading. We're also testing the voltage on the map sensor on the intake manifold. And we're also going to be testing the injector pulse to make sure that it is working and functioning properly. Okay, so once your ignition is on, you do not want to start your car right now. So first you want to go to open customer. Go test map. Find your COM port to connect to your split second controller ECU. So generally it's on 2 or 3. Normally I have it on 3. Should work here. Yep, so it's connected, as you can see right here. So it's connected, so you can disconnect it, connect it. Now what we're going to want to do, test the car. So we're going to make sure that this is reading properly. So go to system settings. This is where it needs to be set up as. Right there. And then go to engine settings. Make sure your settings are all properly set. It's going to be on 2 cylinders, 2-stroke. That's where it has to be set for. Output settings. This is all good. We got to download this map. So what we need to do is go to maps, field maps. Now you got all these numbers right here. That means it's going to be set up to pulse your injectors right away without actually driving the car. So we're going to write data to ECU, overwrite the ECU data with the current data on file, overwrite. So this doesn't take too long. There's going to be a ECU map A and B. And it's downloaded. Alright, so now we can just hit the exit button right here. Now we can go to real time, go to all. Okay, so now we're going to be showing RPM, voltage on your map sensor, and all the injectors. So it's really good to have one person be in the car to hold the throttle down to like probably 2500 while you pulse in each injector, but I can actually do it by myself and just show you how to do it, so that way it's a lot easier. Before you start the car up, you need to make sure that all your injectors are unplugged, because otherwise it's just going to be spraying a bunch of fuel in your engine. All the injectors are unplugged, so we're going to have to test each injector one at a time. Leave them unplugged. In the meantime, we're going to start the car. Alright. So you can see RPM is reading. Verify this voltage on your cob access port. Change one of these monitors to map sensor voltage. Let's see here. Map sensor voltage right there. We'll match that up. So 0.7. That's accurate. Okay. We'll reset this. Go back. We're going to look at the AFR's drop. You're going to confirm that you're dumping fuel on each injector. Now you don't have to actually do this. You can actually hear the injector pulse, but you're going to see this get rich. So we're going to test those injectors right now. You're going to hear these injectors pulse. Watch this. We're going to do cylinder 1. You ready? You just got to do it quickly. Hear that? It just did it. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see what I got it down to. Yeah, so it dropped down to 12.9 under idle. So we don't want to leave it there because it'll foul out the spark plug. So, and you can hear it pulse. So now we'll do number 2. Watch this. Listen to this. You can also hear it in the engine. You can also hear it in the exhaust and how it just idles. Hear that? Now we'll do number 4. Hear that? Alright. We're all set there. See how rich it got. Well, we didn't get below 12.9, so we did good. You just gotta do it quickly. You'll hear the injector pulse. Now we're gonna verify the RPM. Now what you could do, make sure you're 100%, is go to engine RPM. Let's see, just in case your gauge down here is off by a little bit. Okay, now we're running at 1100. Now see how this is showing 3100? That's not accurate. Rev your car up about over 2,000 RPM. Watch this. See that? Now it's starting to read accurately. So we got up to about 2100. Verify that using the cob right there. So everything's reading properly. This will basically verify that everything is hooked up properly on your 4-port. So that way there, you're rest assured you can go to tuning now that you have everything set up and it's all tested. You can shut your car off. We are going to close this out, disconnect the ECU. So what you want to do next is close this out, click on your software to reboot it, just to reset everything. Then what you want to do is download your base map that was sent to you from your tuner. I don't know why there's 2 of those up there. So open customer. We're going to start with, we're not going to put the base map in, but for my case it's going to be the 2.3 build. Let's see here. Okay. So this is going to be my latest one. Number 3, connect, verify. There you got numbers. Over there you know. Write data ECU. This is going to download either your base map or map to run. You have the proper fuel you need for your tune. We can hit exit. We can exit out. So we can just disconnect the ECU, hit exit. Unplug this. I'm going to connect the injectors back up. Make sure you hear a click. So that one clicked in. That one clicked in. That one clicked in. There we go. I want to get this all this wiring all nice and neat, but for now we're gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty simple. A lot of people are like intimidated by hooking these kits up. It's really not that hard, honestly. Anyone can do it. You know, now that there's videos out there, not just from me doing this, but other people. It's making it a lot easier for new people to do this. And that's kind of the whole idea, is to get people to do things outside of the box that they normally wouldn't be comfortable doing. And that's why I built my engine, because I was uncomfortable doing it, but I felt like I had to do it in order for me to feel like I accomplished something. And done so successfully because my engine hasn't blown up yet, and I've put probably 2,500 miles on this engine, so, and it's ran really amazing. Once you're done testing, you got everything downloaded, you want to close this up, make sure it's cleaned up. I put some dielectric grease in here just to make sure everything's good. Put your screws in. I got my screws in this little magnetic tray so they don't get lost. You don't have to put all 4 in. Once in a while I'll put just 2 crossways like that if you need to get to it quicker. If you're live tuning, it just makes it a lot easier. Just tighten these down snug, not too crazy. I wish the wires for this split-second controller was longer so I could actually extend it inside the car. That way there, it wouldn't be exposed to the heat. But I feel like these can withstand quite a bit. And right here, I mean, I got vents, so it's getting cooled. You know, there's a lot of airflow, so it's not like it's getting baked in here anyways, because all the airflow that's moving through and the vents and everything. But yeah, so that's how you test it, and hopefully you enjoyed that video. It's a long video. I wanted to do a short version of it, but it's kind of hard to do a short version of something that needs to be more explained, and it helps people understand better if I do a long video, even though it doesn't get as many views. It doesn't matter. It's all about helping others, and that's what this channel is all about. So hopefully you enjoyed, and this is how you test your split-second controller for the Focus ST, RS, or whatever 4-cylinder that you have.